press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello my dear students, we have been discussing about the chapter body movements. See, in the previous class we have been discussing about the chapter body movements, like different types of concepts we will discuss in the previous class. Like for example, there are skull, rib cage, girdle, etc. See, skeletal system which performs the different types of functions, which gives the support to our body, which protects the vital organs which are present in our body, like heart, different lungs, digestive system, nothing but the stomach, like that different vital organ which is present in our body. These skeletal system will be present, and also the bones which helpful for storage organ, which stores the minerals like calcium as well as the phosphorus, and there are different types of functions will be there. And like that, in today's class we will learn about the movement and the muscles. Movement and see, next one is the movement as well as the muscle. See, like that, as I told you, the skeletal system which is present in our body, like beside this skeletal system, our body is consists of a muscular system also. See, our body consists of another system called as muscular system, which is made up of muscles. Muscular system which is made up of a muscle, and these muscles which are joined to the bones and to the bones, and these muscles are covered with a skeleton which may cause the movements in our joints. These muscles, muscular system which consists of a muscle. See, muscular system which consists of a muscle and which cover the entire skeleton, cover entire skeleton, which covers the entire skeleton, which covers the entire skeleton, which may cause the movement in our joints, which may cause movement in joints. See, muscular system, beside, apart from the skeletal system, our body also contain another system called as muscular system. See, muscular system which is made up of muscles, and these muscles which is covered the entire skeleton and which may cause the movement in the joints. See, there are different movements will be there, and here contraction and the relaxation movements will be takes place in our body. That is contraction and expansion. Contraction as well as the expansion movements will be takes place in our body, and see, this contraction and relaxation movements will be takes place in our body, and these muscles will work in a pairs, and one muscles, see for example, see, as I told you, both contraction and the expansion movement will be takes place in our body. Consider one, if the muscle, one muscle is contract, one muscle is contract, see, consider if one muscle is contract, then the bone will get pulled. Get pulled. In the vice versa, if another muscle will become relaxed. Relax. See, as I told you, contraction and expansion will be takes place in our body. Consider, if we stretch our hand, our muscle will become the contractor, and thereby the bones get pulled, and another muscle get relaxed, and in the vice versa, if the another bone or the if another bone will be contract, then the again the another muscle or the another bone will get come back to the original position. Like that, expansion as well as the contraction will be takes place in our muscles. See, once again I will tell you. See, like that skeletal system, our body consists of another system called as muscular system, and this muscular system which consists of muscles, and these muscles having the movement will be takes place, that is contraction as well as the expansion movements will be takes place. And consider, if we stretch our hand, we can say that one muscle is contracted, and thereby the bones get pulled, and another muscles will become relaxed. When again the relaxed muscle, when we contract, the bones get come back to the original position, and thereby expansion will be takes place. See, I will write on the board. If relaxed muscle contract, then bone come back to the original position. Bone comes in a original position, and thereby expansion will be takes place. See, like that in muscles, contraction as well as the expansion phenomenon will be takes place. And see, this is all about the muscles and the movement and the muscles. And here there are two types of movements will be comes. As the heading is given, movements. See, there are two types of movements will be there. One is the voluntary movements, and another one is the involuntary movements. Movement. See, as the name only indicates, voluntary means which is not in our, say, voluntary movements. Example is the walking, writing, etc., jumping, etc. These are the example for the voluntary movements, where the movements is in our under our control. For example, walking. If in our control, as I told you, if movement will be takes place from one place to another place, we can stand in one position. We can control our leg or body parts. See, this is how we can say that voluntary movements is in our under our control, whereas the involuntary movements, involuntary name only indicates, which is these movements will not in our under our control, are called as involuntary movements. Example is the heartbeat. These are the heartbeat, digestion of the food, and blinking of the eyes. Somewhat, so in some extent we can we can't be blink at some extent, but it is not continued throughout the day or throughout the hour. See, like that, involuntary movements, example is the heartbeat as well as the digestion of the food. These are the example for the involuntary movements where we can't in our control. We can't be stop the movements of the heartbeat. See, this is all about the movements and the muscular muscles, where we can say that movements having two types of movements, voluntary movements and involuntary movements. Voluntary movements are those movements which is in our under our control are called as voluntary movements, and involuntary movements which is not in our control, such a movements are called as involuntary movements. Example is the heartbeat. And here in muscles, contraction as well as the expansion process will be there, where if we stretch our hand, the bone will be pulled and thereby contraction will be takes place. And if the muscles, the relaxed muscle, if we contract, the bones come back to the original position, thereby expansion will be takes place. See, this is how the muscles work in a pair. Next we shall move on to the gait of animals. See, gait is nothing but the manner of movement. See, gait is nothing but the manner of movement. There are different locomotory organs which are present in different animals. For example, birds will fly in the sky and fishes swim in the water. Like that, different animals having the different locomotory organs. And here there are some examples will be as follows, in which first one is the movement in the earthworm. Movement in earthworm. See, in the earthworm doesn't have any kinds of bones and the legs. Doesn't have bones and legs. And the earthworm having the rings. See, I will draw here. Consider this is the earthworm having the rings in the body surface of this earthworm, and which helps to glide the ground, slides the ground, and this earthworm will slides the ground. And next one more is there. The body of the earthworm is made up of many rings which is joined at the one end. It doesn't have bones as well as the legs. Earthworm first extends the body and front position or the front part which fixes to the ground, and later the end part will be relaxed to the ground, and thereby it will move. See, like that it will move by crawling or by sliding the ground, it will move. And shorten and pulls and relax. It will slightly shorten its body and thereby it fixes to the particular or the forward position, to the forward part, main part, and thereby it will relax to the end position, and which eats some amount of soil, and thereby the undigested soil will be thrown to the soil, which makes the soil fertility. See, this is all about the earthworm. And also one more thing is there. This earthworm secretes slimy substance. See, this earthworm which secretes slimy substance which helps to move from one place to the another place, and these slimy substance which helpful for the earthworm to protect and helps to movement. Protects and helps for movement. Helps for movement. See, this is the structure of the earthworm. See, I will tell you, movements in the earthworm, it doesn't have any kinds of legs and the bones, and these earthworm, it secretes the slimy substance which protects itself from the different types of insects and different types of organisms which are present in the soil, and also these slimy substance which helps for movement. See, there is one activity is there. In this activity, see, in this activity we have to take earthworm. See, by looking at the earthworm which is slightly move in the ground, these earthworm can move easily in the ground. In the first condition, we take the soil and put into the this soil. This earthworm will be put into the soil. There we can say that the earthworm will be move one place to the another place. In the second condition, we take the blotting paper. In the first case, we take the soil and put into the earthworm, and slowly it will release the slimy substance. Slowly release the slimy substance which helpful to move one place to another place. And in the second case, we have to take the blotting paper and keep the earthworm in this paper. And we can say that by keeping these earthworm into the blotting paper, it's difficult to move one place to the another place, because this is because the earthworm will not fix the particular place. So that's why from this activity we can say that in soil it will fix us, it will release the slimy substance, and thereby easily it will move one place to the another place. Whereas in the blotting paper, it's difficult to move one place to the another place, where it will slide the earthworm. So this is the activity. Next we shall move on to the another one, that is movement in the snail. See, movement in the snail. See, as we all know that snail is the very slowest animal compared to the other different types of organisms. Famous for their movements. See, snail is the famous for its movement. For its movement. And this snail, having the outer part of the snail is called as shell. See, I will write here. Somewhat it is there, and here the mouth, the head portion, and here the slimy substance which will also release. This is the shell. This is the food which contains the slimy substance. This is the diagram of a snail. See, the body is covered with a hard shell. It is an exoskeleton because the hard part of the body is present outside the body of the snail. So this type of bones are called as exoskeleton. Outside the body, skeletal system will be present. And here, see, I will write exoskeleton. Exoskeleton. exoskeleton, and also foot will be if any dangerous condition, if we face the snail, means it will the head portion as well as the foot portion which hides into the shell, and afterwards when dangerous condition or the dangerous situation is end up, then again it will come back to the original state. And see, this is how the shell will protect the snail from the enemies and from the dangerous situation. And next one is the movement in the cockroach. See, in the movement in the cockroach also, the exoskeleton, the type of bones are present in here also, exoskeleton. Exoskeleton. Most of the cockroaches fly, in some extent walk, and also climb. At some extent it will fly, walk and climbs. See, the body is covered with the hard outer skeleton, nothing but the exoskeleton. The outer part of the body is made up of, and here 3 pairs of joints are present. 3 pairs of legs are present, which is attached to the breast region, and when the cockroach will fly, the breast will be moves to the wings, and thereby the cockroach will easily fly into the air. See, this is all about the movement in the cockroach. Next one is the movement in the birds. See, movement in the birds having 2 pairs of legs and wings will be present here. 2 legs and wings are present in the birds, and these bones, the bones of these birds are pneumatic, means hollow in nature, weightless. Pneumatic is nothing but the weightless. Weightless bones are present in the birds, so that's why it will fly in the air. If heavy bones like in ostrich, up to some extent it will fly, but as compared to the birds it can't be fly. See, because in ostrich there is a heavy bones are present, whereas in birds there is a hollow bones or the pneumatic bones which is weightless, and thereby it will easily fly in the air. And here bones of the hind limbs helps to walk. See, birds having the, as I told you, legs which helps in walking, and 2 pairs of wings will be present, and which helps to fly in the air. Here both walking as well as the flying nature will be takes place. Walk and fly in the air. See, walking and flying in the air will takes place in the birds. See, this is all about the movement in the birds. See, the birds having 2 legs and wings, these are weightless or the pneumatic bones, and here these bones walking, sometimes it will walk with the help of 2 pairs of legs, and also fly in the air with the help of wings. See, this is all about the movement in the birds. Next one is the movement in the fishes. See, usually the fish is having a streamlined body. Streamlined body, Say fishes is having the streamlined body as like that of a boat which is having the streamlined body. So that's why the shape by looking at the shape of the fish, the boat is having the scientist may give the shape to the boat in a streamlined way, so that it will move from forward position, and here endoskeleton will be present. See, inside the body of the fishes skeleton will be present. Here endoskeleton will be present, and swimming in the while tail part swings towards the opposite. See, movement will be takes place in the fishes is, see, consider this is the fish. See, here is the fish, and see, see fish movement. See, this is the fish movement. See, in the fish movement, here fish forms a curve and makes jerks and pushes. See, it will forms the curve position which forms the jerk and pushes forward to the forward in the water. See, like that it will move in a curved position, thereby the tail will moves in a opposite direction. See, if the front part will be move in a curved position, thereby the tail position which moves in a opposite way, so that it will move in a particular direction. See, like that the movements will be takes place in the fishes. Forward and help the movement. See, there is one activity is there. Here I will write. See, in this activity we have to take a paper boat See, in the first condition we have to take a boat which is made up of a paper. Now keep the boat in the water, and afterwards by taking the narrow end we have to push us into the water in a forward position, so that this paper boat will move narrow end pushes. And see, in the second condition we have to take the paper boat again, and in the sideway direction we have to move. See, here there is one activity is there. In this activity we have to take a paper boat which is having the narrow end, and we have to keep in the water, and slowly we have to push us in a narrow end in the forward position, forward way, and thereby the boat will easily float in the water. And whereas in the second condition, we have to take the boat which is made up of a paper, and we have to move the sideways direction, so that when we move in a sideways direction, the water which is present in the bowl or any container will sink in the boat will sink in the water. So that's why we can say that by looking at the boat, shape of the boat and the fishes, we can say that the boat is having the streamlined body, and like that fishes is also having the streamlined body. See, from this activity we can say that the fishes as well as the boat is having the streamlined body. Next we shall move on to the another one, movement in the snake. See, in the movement in the snake, movement in snake. See, many loops, snake is having one long bone which is present inside the body, that's why it is called as exoskeleton, endoskeletons, and here many loops will be present. See, for example, there is a many loops will be present here. Many loops will be present which helps to move forward by these loops. It is a vertebrate and curved body, it's many loops, each loops pushes, see this is the loop, loop will push us forward and crawl the ground, and ground in a forward way against the body. See, against the body it will move forward. See, this is all about the movement in the snake.